After one, 17-7 is our score. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st down, Chiefs.
Watch the twist. Kill.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Newton to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He's got Anderson right side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Raiders' 18-yard line.
Tackle. Run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Williams. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get ready. Get ready.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Watson. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
No. Hey, 31. 24.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Able to slither by. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
180. Check 53. 8. Watch the right. Right side. 5 on. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check 52. 50. Gun. 53. Check. Oh, echo. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Newton on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
What's that? 180. Who that? Watch the eye. Gun.
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 4 down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Great.
Newton now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyler Kroft His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
This is it. 19. My 50. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
This is it. 19. Hey, come on now. Come on now.
They run it again with Williams. Spinning past him. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
On first down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It's a sack from Mitch Unrein. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson will set up the screen. This is Williams. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action. It's Newton. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Time to go. Night. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a time to go.
On first down, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A shotgun snap for Watson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of 1.
Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick.
And that is caught.
for the touchdown, Kansas City. Dante Pettis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's it. That 180. 52 right here. 52. I got one. Great.
On first down, it's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You better bring. I'm letting you know right now.
Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Where's the tap? Guys, skate. I can score.
On 1st and 10, Watson caught left side, Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 22-yard line.
Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Ready, 20. Check, that's rock now.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Andy Isabella, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Double set. 19. Focus, defense, focus. Check 4, check 4. Single.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. And their first down, Chiefs.
29. 50. Mike's 50.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Again, it's Watson. Gets this one left side to Pettis. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Let him know. Hey, check Mike 50.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now Watson, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered and picked up.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
What is it? Great. I'm coming.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maurice Alexander making the stop defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Kill. Check.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing here, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Great.
Newton now to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick.
Great team. Mike 50, Watch the pass. Here we go. Undercrush. Mike 59. Mike's 50. Come on. Let's go.
One last throw here for Watson. And the Raiders have got him. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Oakland, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all.
Like rocket fuel. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my credit's so
already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush. Watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.